The BlazBlue series has a ton of stages, a lot of beautifully made ones throughout the series. Hell, ARCSYS in general is actually pretty cool with making very interesting stages that serves as amazing backdrops to your fights, and even story purposes. In the case of BlazBlue, there are a great selection of them throughout its mainline series and BlazBlue Cross-Tag Battle, so this video will be going over my personal 5 favorites. As always with my top 5 lists, this will be my opinion only, but I do encourage discussion, and I would like to hear your reasons of why you like a certain one in the comments section below. I also want to give a shout out to the channel Fighting Zone for posting up the active stages so I can use them in this video, and I do appreciate that. I do have some small conditions before I begin though. Number 1, these stages must be mainline BlazBlue ones only. Now, BlazBlue Cross-Tag Battle has created new stages for the Persona 4, Under Night, the Senran Kagura, the Arcana Heart, and the Ruby sides, along with the new stage Cross Field, and as much as I love those stages, they will be excluded from this list. Stages from BlazBlue Alternative Dark War also are out of this since they're part of the mobile game and don't exactly count as traditional BlazBlue stages, even if they're ones that lift from the mainline games. 2. These stages must be able to have a match on without the use of hacking, so that excludes the stage Take Mikazuchi, which is, as you guessed, the stage where you fight Gigant Take Mikazuchi both in the story mode for BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma and again for the Highlander Assault mode. And finally, number 3, no training mode stages at all. Now, I would like to say, please support the channel and help me out by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and following me on Twitter, as it will help benefit me greatly and get more videos out like this more often. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. So, the Gate is one of several stages in BlazBlue that has multiple versions of itself. There is the Gate Not Possible, the Sheol Gate, Continuum, and finally Closed World, the Gate. The base version of the Gate and Sheol Gates are iconic for their moments for when you fight Hakumen and Nu respectively. But the one that actually goes on this list is actually the Gate Not Possible version. It isn't even the stage itself that I like, it's just the name, Not Possible. Just invokes feelings of, oh god, what is about to happen. It's pretty creepy in my opinion, like something has gone horribly wrong. The stage is just pretty quiet even. You don't hear really anything but this droning sound in the background, this soft wind, this droning sound. And that's enough of dramatic shit, so I'm just gonna move on to the next part. Perhaps the most iconic stage in BlazBlue history. The Altar, or in this case the Adventist version, is the stage where Ragna and Hazma had their grueling showdown. This is where Hazma took the souls of various NOL officers within the Kagetsuchi branch and used the monolith in order to smelt Noel into Mu. Now, I personally like the Adventist version of the Altar, mostly because of the cocoon high above the sky and glowing with the BlazBlue symbol on the monolith itself. It really adds to the vibe. Plus, the stage being up above the clouds is also a nice touch due to them literally being on top of a branch. The Altar also show up in games after BlazBlue Continuum Shift, like when Noelle had to manifest her realm, Dream Realm World in BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma, or when Ragna confronts Hazma in BlazBlue Central Fiction. The Apocalypse is a stage introduced in BlazBlue Central Fiction. It is a stage for S. Now, I honestly have no idea why I like this stage so much, or for that matter, why it relates to S of all people, considering there's a black beast roaming the street and presumably a destroyed NOL branch which makes up this stage. I think the main reason why I like it so off is because of how off it seems for S. Like the stage could tell us something, but we have to figure it out. I legit don't even know how to describe this stage, because why this stage exists is what confuses me. Because normally, each BlazBlue stage has something to do with the character, right? And sometimes these stages don't appear in the main story. Like, for example, Susanoo's stage, known as Sacrifice, that doesn't appear in the main story. Jubei's stage doesn't appear in the main story, etc., etc. But the fact that Apocalypse doesn't, it's weird, you know? Like, it's just like, it's not inside BlazBlue's continuity somehow. I mean, you can make a case that maybe Susanoo's stage could have existed, or Hidden Field could have existed, but Apocalypse is a weird thing because it's so disconnected from S, but at the same time, I'm wondering, how is this a thing? Why is it her stage, and what's the deal? Now, I remember someone telling me, way back in the day, that it could be a reference to the destroyed Fuyuki cities in the Fate franchise, as S was inspired by Saber, though I couldn't really tell you if that was Mori's intention or not, but either way, it's still a cool stage, and I like it. This stage is probably the one I have the least to say about. This is the fabled Azure that we've spent the entire series hearing about and being talked about as this ultimate form of power. And we finally get it in BlazBlue Central Fiction as a stage, no less. And this is the final battleground where Ragnar and Terame duke it out for the fate of all possibilities within the deepest depth of the boundary. That's really all you guys know. The simple fact that this stage description says, "This is a force," is really all you need to know about the Blue stage. Judgment Day is also another stage introduced in BlazBlue Central Fiction, and it is the alternate version of the blockaded district in the 5th hierarchical city of Ibukido. Now, Judgment Day is a pretty cool one for me, showing the world ending on the outside while the BlazBlue characters are within the embryo. I want to believe that the Apocalypse ties to this in somehow, as the world in that stage also seemed pretty ruined and razed to the ground, but I'm not going to get to some mega theory moment as this video, because there are more than enough people qualified to do that than me. But look how simple it is. Judgment Day. Literally what Izanami was wanting for her doomsday during BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma when she turns Take Mikazuchi into the embryo. A world of complete death, and this sure does look like it. And that marks the end for my video. Definitely hit me up in the comments of what you guys think your favorite stage is. And also follow me on Twitter, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And without further ado, I will see you all next time. Peace out, and I hope everyone here has a great day.